Hello, neighbors. How are you doing today?
I'm doing
well.
good.
Oh, you're good. I'm glad you're doing well. So you
Hey,
can
you waited for a few seconds, so I'm like, should I
this
answer?
is me. Yeah, so you can are chatting strategy every night, trying to work on this and build something awesome for everyone here, everyone in the neighborhood. We thought we'd make this video to do a few things, talk about what we're working on, but also recognize you guys, recognize all of you that have just been doing wonderful things in the community. What do you think? How does that sound, Yukai?
That sounds good. Yeah, we have this amazing community, and we're surprised by how actively engaged and passionate our community is. Like pretty much every day, what we actually do is we actually show a lot of things that happen in our community to our developers to motivate them. Like, wow, look what you're working on is inspiring so many people. So we thought, hey, why don't we share this to more people out there, because it is pretty amazing.
Yeah, so we definitely want to do this more often and show our appreciation. We can't, there's so many amazing things that happen, and we can't cover everything in one video, or else it'll take 30 minutes to an hour, possibly even longer. But just in the past week, we want to highlight a few things that happened. So as many of you know, we're going to Miami on April 1st. You guys are going to be speaking there at the NFT conference. And I put a posting out there, hey, if you can make it to Miami, we can house you. We have an Airbnb, many rooms, many beds, and we can all be in there together and really promote Metablox to everyone at the conference. And you guys are coming. I mean, Javier is coming from all the way from the UK, flying over to spend time with us. Joseph here in the US is also flying in to spend time with us. So we really just want to highlight that and show our appreciation for you coming there and spending time with
Yeah,
us.
yeah, and these aren't like our long-term friends who are also in the Metablox
Well, now
community,
there
right?
will be. Yeah.
They will be a long-term friends like continuously, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was, again, we just started this community about 4 months ago, right? So these are friendships we made in the past 3-4 months, and people like what we're doing, and hopefully like our authenticity and our personalities, and they're traveling, they're doing their own travel, and just to be here with us to create meaningful memories that we can upload to the blockchain.
Yeah, absolutely. Some other things that we can highlight oh my God, I forgot the username, but something with the star. I'll look it up really quick right now. I just see it, right? I
Yeah.
see it and I know who it is. But
Yeah, usually you just recognize the icon.
yeah, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know exactly what you're talking about. The
When the stars
um,
align, when the stars align, I think that's what the username is.
yes.
And she, out of her own volition, created these T-shirts. And I was like, oh my God, we should definitely have T-shirts for everyone in the community. Yukai, this is an idea I had. Maybe we'll just do a meeting right here on the fly. But I think as part of what you can spend MetaRed on, and soon you'll be able to change the name of your blocks using MetaRed. But maybe you can buy a T-shirt using a Metablox T-shirt and it gets shipped to your house. Will get expensive, but hey, maybe we can cover it and have that for all the neighbors to enjoy.
Yeah, I think we can at least do it for the early
Yeah,
small community. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we have thousands, tens of thousands of people all wanting to get a T-shirt. It's a little harder. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but yeah,
but
it's something we can look into. So it's great that, when the stars align is actually designing that shirt, and let's see where we can take it. Mhm.
yeah, but I think it's a good idea. I think we can probably regularly do events, and based on how big the community size is, hey, if at this point in time you own a blocks, then everyone gets everyone gets a T-shirt, everyone gets
Mhm.
whatnot, sign a copy of my book.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think that's definitely possible. International shipping though, sometimes it's crazy with the customs, and it gets returned.
That's a
That's
very good
crazy.
point. That's a very good point. So it's a good thought, and we'll work towards it. We'll work towards that. JG3 is working on, I think, a spreadsheet to try and document all the blocks, all the neighborhoods. And I don't know everyone who's involved, but I know several people have volunteered and are working together on that spreadsheet to make sure everyone has access to all the now tier 3 blocks, because previously we had tier 4, but those are all reserved out now. So great
Yeah,
progress.
and they've been punting for inside. They're like, oh, this tier 1 blocks doesn't look like it's anything special, but check it out. It actually has this location.
Yes.
It's the Discord headquarters, and people are really just becoming more interested in exploring the city. And I find myself, I've lived in the San Francisco Bay Area for, I don't know, 8 years, and I didn't have that exploration mentality of looking around what's there. I just kind of like, oh, this is my location GPS and I get there. But now it also made me want to actually explore what's in the city. And some place I'm looking at is like, wow, I wish I visited that place physically because now I'm living in Taiwan after
Absolutely.
COVID. But yeah, I wish a lot of this experience happened during this when I was in San Francisco.
Yeah. I want to send a congratulations to Mac, who was recently brought on board. He applied to be a supermod and he's been brought on board. He was accepted by the supermods. A way to do that is to go to the apply channel. You can apply to be a channel champion, a supermod, and he's been doing just an absolutely fantastic job of being a part of the neighborhood. And now he's a supermod, which gives you many benefits. Some of the ones that I want to include is you earn Metablox coin now, and we track that on our database on a weekly basis. So, go ahead and share what you want to share, you can.
Yeah, one really cool thing from JG3 is so we have this thing called neighborhood bonuses, which is if a lot of people own blocks in the same neighborhood, then everyone gets a bone meta rent every month based on the ownership. And so that feature is still in development, and we're still creating that feature about how to find which neighborhood belongs to which. And remember, like at JG3, starting using sticky notes, it seems, right? Sticky notes to
Yeah,
or
it's
tape, is
amazing.
it
I
tape or
love
stick that? Yeah, to start to figure out where the neighborhoods are and start making these plans of strategy. And it's like, wow. I mean, when we thought about creating Metablox, we never thought someone would do something like this. And it just makes us really, really happy. When the stars aligned, I think she was also doing something with the marks here. So yeah, people are really digging into this. Oh, and now that I'm on this page, I actually have a question, June. So a lot of people, when they go into this new discourse, right, it always seems overwhelming. Like, oh, all
It
these
does.
things. Look at that. Like where should people start? Like, how do you manage this without feeling overwhelmed?
So it's a good question, and we've received this feedback from new neighbors in the neighborhood. So the best place, if you look at the left-hand side, the Start Here section, that's where you want to start. This gives you all the information of what are the best places to do and where to go. The official links is so that we make sure you don't get scammed. So these are the official links of the site. Pick an interest if you go to the left.
Yeah. By the way, there are scams. I don't know about Metablox yet or not, but for other companies, they have pretended that they're like mods and whatnot. Said, hey, connect your wallet and we'll
Yeah.
drop you like NFT. And if you do connect, then I think they'll steal your stuff. So be careful.
Gotta be careful. Yeah, we definitely gotta be careful, especially going up to our minting next month. So yeah, click on official links. Those are the official links. Click on the pick an interest. This one I think is pretty interesting. So in this one, if you click on an emoji, you will get assigned a role, and that allows the channel champion to talk to you, to know that you're interested in this topic, and then you can have those conversations in that area of the community center. And then
all the roles because I'm in the company, but you don't have to.
you don't have to, yeah. And then the last one I want to highlight is the whitelist area. So the whitelist, this is the last week for whitelist 2.0. Next week, we're going to launch 3.0, which of course is the next stage of the whitelist. And definitely take advantage. We have Javier, who just last week won, I think, $1,600 in Matic. And then this week, I forget who won, maybe Kurako, or was it Luilo? But somebody also won $1,600. So if you're able to get to rank 5, because there's so few neighbors that get it, you're pretty much guaranteed to win $1,600 in Matic this week. I think it's very worth the investment to try to invite neighbors into the neighborhood.
Yeah, if you think about the hourly wage of the $1,600, it's probably good money, much better than some top lawyers.
Yeah, so that's the best place to start. I completely understand there are better ways to onboard, and we're working on all of that. So again, so many members to highlight, but I want to highlight a few more members. So what I've dubbed the Gorilla Team, these are people who are really help the community grow and be sustainable. There's Peter.
Should I go there to the channel, or maybe
it's a private channel? It's only for the Gorilla Team.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think there's anything to hide. But it's Sashinaro, it's Javier, and
there's no like, let's trick all these people to join. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it's just like any other channel where everyone's excited. Yay, we find people.
Well, actually, we're discussing Mac and being a supermod. So all positive. We're discussing about Mac actually.
Yeah.
But I think all very positive.
Yeah, I just didn't want anyone in there wanted to say something confidence, and I share that. But I think it's fine. Everyone has a good heart that is just passionate about the mission.
Yeah, no, super. I mean, this one right here in particular, we're talking about how are we going to scale the moderation of the community. We had a slot available for a new super mod. I think Sashinaro here really made the suggestion we should reach out to Mac to see if he wants to apply, and that's how it worked out. So overall, very nice. We now have the
Yep.
language channel. So I mean, there's just so much. I don't want to continue.
It's probably good to, if you want to introduce yourself so people
Mm.
kind of know you, connect with you. I think the memories is one of their highlight channels that's unique
Mhm.
compared to all other discords where people actually share their meaningful memories and say why it is. And, it's still really engaging people to know, to really bond with people
I love it.
in literally this early community.
Yeah, great. So I'm gonna pause right there. Next time we'll highlight even more people. We can't highlight everybody, but there's so many great people contributing to the community. This next part, just really quickly want to highlight what to expect in the next few weeks. By the end of this week, we want to launch our Discord bot, the Metablox Discord bot, so that now instead of awarding XP, we're awarding meta rents. So have that deeper tie with Metablox. Launching the whitelist 3.0. As part of that, it's still in the works, but being able to be part of the allow list to add meta rent and possibly being first to reserve in Miami. So still working out those details. And then getting ready for, of course, Miami. Yuka, do you want to talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing in Miami and your talk and what's going on there?
Yeah, so in Miami, and that's April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I'll be there as a speaker. There's an NFT conference, it's NFT Week Miami. Mark Cuban will also be there as a speaker. And yeah, I think we're just talking. I'm going to specifically talk about how to imbue meaning into NFT projects because I think the problem with NFTs is that there's no real meaning and purpose to it. It's just kind of fun or like, oh, everyone's going to get rich kind of component. But it's important to have that higher meaning, like why something's on the blockchain, which means it can live on forever instead of just being on one server. But how do you add meaning to that? And so we're gonna create a lot of activity and hype and online, offline. We're looking to invite influencers to join us and create memories together. And this is very important because if you're not aware, mid-April is when we do our minting.
Mm.
And so keep that date in mind. April is when we do our minting. If you want to reserve first in metablox.co, it will secure phase one pricing. I'm not going to go detail what that is, but it's the cheapest pricing. You can reserve it now, and then afterwards it could scale up based on some of the game mechanics we have. So I think that's good to check out.
Yep, that was very well said. Minting's happening mid-April. We're on track, and we're all doing our best to give to the community and get it set up so that we all have success together. And just want to reiterate, I know we've talked about this in the past, that the goal is not necessarily to completely sell out all of the minting in a city. I mean, fantastic. And we want to sell as many as we can, absolutely. But there's different phases. We don't have to go through the phases, but as long as we have greater than phase one, 2, 3, 4, everyone's going to benefit who was in the initial minting phase. The value of your blocks will go up. But then beyond that, the product is something that becomes more valuable. Of course, the more memories that we add, but as time goes on, like 1 year, 2 years down the line, what were the memories that were added a year ago, 2 years ago, or a decade ago? So while some NFT products may need that initial hype as much as possible when they launch, so that once it dies down a little bit, it's still in this equilibrium of something pretty valuable. For us, because memories are nostalgic, memories, especially historic memories, things that have happened that are important to you in the past, those become more and more valuable as the years go on. I think we're a long-term product. With Metablox, you invest your memories and they become more and more valuable as you are the memory curator, you collect more memories, or as time goes on.
Yeah, we'd rather have a high percentage of blocks with good memories uploaded to that than having a ton of blocks minted and then no one upload memories.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I said this, but adding memories is coming soon. So be on the lookout.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of our core functionalities. So it's good to
Yeah.
have that out around the mint time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So by the way, last thing before we wrap up, we just talked about the great community, and of course, if you're in it, Thank you. Feel free to be more active and be part of it. But if you want to invite some of your friends to this amazing community, or you have amazing friends who you want to invite to this community, it's pretty easy. If you don't know about it, you can, most of these places has a little plus sign, or not, it's over here, the drop down. And then there's the invite person, right? Invite people. So you do invite. Now, Discord is a little bit of a hassle where your default link is only 7 days, but you could change it to a never ending link, but it's up to you. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Just share that link with your friend. One of the key features of Discord is easy to add people to join, because Discord was created, I believe, to get people who are just gaming, which is like you meet a random guy in a game and then you add them for this one game and after for 20 minutes. And after this game, you split. And so you give them a link, they join, and then after they can leave the channel or the server. And then that's how it grew at the beginning. And now, of course, a lot of NFT communities use it. But it's really, really easy to get people to join the community. So I encourage you to invite good people in. And of course, we're always appreciative when we see members invite. Actually, 56% of our current Discord community are through referrals, people inviting their friends. So based on our survey. So very excited about all that.
Yep. Thanks for sharing that, Yukai. And that's it. We try to keep this short, but sometimes we like to talk.
We suck at keeping things short.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll try to live stream something in Miami. We'll work that out. But overall, it's just a pleasure to be with everyone here in this neighborhood, and we're working very hard to continue growing this. So thank you.
Thank you. All right. See you guys later.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.